Oh. All right, so listen. Taylor's going to go over fresh. We're going to do an old one or a new one?
New.
Okay.
Do an old one.
Ooh, a new one.
Okay.
Do an old one.
It's still the same screw.
I see Josh just licked his lip.
Kill me.
Dang.
No,
so you guys
I'm not.
know, Josh is trying to go hard in the paint. All right, so
I'll be a new one.
Either one is fine.
I'll be a new one.
I don't say like when you registered or anything.
all right, so listen, we're role playing on
Cussing.
huh?
Where are we at?
Just my page. Not on.
That camera
Yeah,
though?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're role playing on how to perfect your craft. We're going over. What up, Jakey? We got Chevy behind the camera. He said the lens makes his beard look gray.
It's white.
Oh, it's white. Sorry. So all right. So Taylor's gonna go over a new buyer script. So how to go out and convert an online lead. So we get questions about this all the time. Like, you get an online lead. What do you say to convert that person to an appointment? And then Jake will go and close me. I'm gonna be hard, Jakey. Jake just got excited.
Ready?
He licked his lips like Ryan. He was salivating. He was like, I'm gonna be a hard one. All right.
It's been like that all morning.
You gotta go for it.
Alright. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Josh?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey Josh, my name's Taylor. I'm with Our Home Real Estate here in Knoxville. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Good. I saw here on our website where you had registered looking at a couple properties in the Hardin Valley area. Have you recently seen any homes that you liked?
No, not really. I mean, we're just kind of in the very early stages, kind of seeing what's out there.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. Well, maybe I can help you. What specifically are you looking for, Josh?
We're not really sure. Like I said, just early stages. We want something a little bit bigger than what we have now.
Okay. What's that look like to you?
Probably around 3,000 square feet.
3,000 square feet?
3-bed with an office.
3 bedrooms and an office. Okay. And is there any other must-haves that you're looking for? Like, do you need a garage? Do you want to be in a neighborhood?
Honestly, I don't know. You know, I'd have to talk to my wife about that.
Okay, so you're pretty open?
I'm open. I don't know.
You gotta make
how
sure the
open,
wife's okay.
Yeah, I don't know how open she will be.
Too, right? Awesome. Okay, Josh. Well, ideally, when would you like to be moved by? I know you just started, but ideally.
Probably around 2 years. We're
2 years?
kind of on a that kind of time frame.
Okay. Well, what's got you on that long of a time frame?
Our kids graduate in high school. We kind of want to keep them in the same school district.
Nice. Okay. Well, if you did find, like the right house, would you be open to moving sooner, or you pretty set on that time frame? Like, if we can keep them in the same school district.
I mean,
would you
yeah.
move, or-
If we could find something perfect in the same school district, I mean, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, what price range are you trying to stay in between? Do you need to sell first?
We
Or-
don't need to. We want to.
Okay.
Just to have that cash.
Awesome. Would you use so you would use the sale from that house to go towards the next house, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how much you could get out of that?
Just kind of by seeing what's gone around me, probably around 275.
275. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent price range. Bleh.
Do you say blah in real life?
No.
Okay, carry on.
Hey, I'm actually
See,
at work
she's
right
starting-
now. Is there any way that we can pick this up later?
Yeah, that sounds great, Josh. I'll call you after work.
Dang, no.
You
Like, hey,
keep
listen,
going,
I'm gonna make this quick. What specifically are you guys looking for? Okay, great. Hey, what's your time frame on that? You know that
I
Ellen
usually
Pop.
respect people's time, and then I call them
Well,
back.
What if I don't pick
Now I
up?
saved your number, and next time you call, I'm not answering.
Well, I mean, you've already got him on the phone.
Yeah.
You've already got him.
See, I'm a low pressure person. Those are the kind of people I attract, though. That's me. I don't force anyone to stay on the phone while you're
I
at
do.
work.
Tell him, oh,
Yeah, Jake's ruthless.
don't hang up on me.
All right, so
There's
listen.
different styles.
Well, no, there's definitely different styles. So, all right. So here's the deal. Taylor's the more subtle, soft approach. Jake is the polar opposite.
Hey, my house is on fire. Just real fast.
One quick question.
Real fast, dude. Just one question.
I know you got to go. Your house is on fire. Let me ask you one more question.
Well, hey, you're probably gonna have to sell that house now.
Right.
It's on fire. You know what I mean?
So at this point,
hey, listen. If you fill out the property condition disclosure right now, you don't have to say that there's fire damage.
right. So shoot that over. Do it real fast, dude. Real fast for the fire truck to get there and we'll get this thing wrapped up.
All right. So listen. So we're going into actually Chevy. You want to be the seller?
No.
Yes. No. Chevy's much better suited. You want me to be the seller?
Yeah.
Why me?
Cause I pitch Chevy all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, but Chevy's a lot harder.
Chevy's ruthless.
Cause I wanna talk to somebody that might actually cuss me out instead of just like, okay, cool, man. That's cool. It's cool that you do that, man. That's awesome.
So Thursdays.
Oh my god.
Man, I've got no motivation. All right. Well, that's fine. Here, have a seat
I
right
want to
there.
talk to somebody a little strong-headed.
Right.
He's strong-headed as they get.
Not more strong-headed than you are.
Chevy's about as
Be like awkward.
hard-headed as an ox. I watched a video the other day of a guy like this elk trying to headbutt this guy. Did you see that one?
No.
Did you think of me?
Yes, literally. That's the first part. And I almost tagged you in it, but I was like, but they had to euthanize the elk, so I was like, well, I don't want Chevy thinking I'm trying to euthanize him.
Euthanize him.
Chevy's going down.
I would have picked up what you were putting down though.
Yeah, you would have picked it up. All right, so we're now. That was a buyer script. Do you want to do a buyer one with Jake?
I can.
Okay, cool. Let's do one of those before we put Jake on there, and we'll wrap that up. We'll do 3 calls. So we went over a subtle person. Now we're going to go over someone that's going to be a little bit more aggressive in getting the close, and then we'll go over as aggressive as it gets. So we'll go in a 3-tiered system. Y'all want to sit over here? So we were trying to get closer to the mic.
Yeah. Do you want me? Am I going to be the buyer or the?
The agent.
You're gonna be the agent, and I'll be the buyer.
Well, no. So Chevy's going to do a buy side first, and then we'll go into.
Yeah,
sell
I'm the
side.
buyer, right?
Okay, you can be the buyer.
I thought that's what you were getting at.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
You're the agent.
Oh, I thought that you were. Okay. Ring.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jake?
Yeah, this is Jake.
Hey, Jake. How's it going, man? This is Chevy Emmett with Our Home Real Estate.
Okay.
Hey, dude, I was giving you a call. I had seen where you had registered on our website. You were looking at a couple properties here in Knoxville. Did you happen to see anything on there that you like?
Yeah, there's a couple of properties that had actually popped on here recently that I actually seen just driving around town, and made me want to start looking online, and I've actually seen a lot more for sale. So there were a couple on there that I liked.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. What exactly are you looking for?
So we're looking to upsize a little bit. Have a new addition coming into the family in the fall. So
Dude, congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. So we definitely need an extra bedroom. For a more roomy garage. We have a 2-car right now, but need a little bit more room, and also want to have a bigger backyard.
Dude, that's so funny you say that, because I promise you, I'm in the exact same situation right now. Everything you just said, bigger garage.
You can't have a big enough garage, can you?
Dude, no, you can't, man. They just don't make them big enough, man. They really don't. Well, dude, Jake, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you kind of got your ducks in a row. Now, have you do you know kind of what area, what price range, things like that you're going to be looking in?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we want to stay, exactly where we're at now. We're in the Carnes area, so we want to stay in this area. And the houses that I like and that are kind of newer in that square footage, we're probably in the 300 range.
Yeah.
We're
I got you.
around about 350, 330 is kind of what I've kind of seen.
Dude, that's great. Now, have you spoke to any lenders or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I actually built a good relationship from the first time I bought a house, so I let them know that, we're probably going to buy again, sometime.
Dude, that's incredible, man. I love loyal people. Dude, kudos to you.
Yeah, it's actually Keith. You know him?
Keith Edmonds?
Yep.
Dude, yeah, I know Keith. We do a lot of business with Keith. He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy. I'm glad you're using him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jake, dude, why don't we?
Keith, that's going to cost you $15.
Plug. Why don't we do this, Jake? Why don't I set you up on an MLS search? Because I know you've been driving around. I know you're looking at all these different websites. But man, I'll tell you, our website's great. Zillow's great. All that. But nothing is going to be more accurate and updated than the MLS, man. That's where, anytime, any property is listed, that's the first place it goes. It actually goes to MLS, and then it gets shot out to everything else. So why don't I do this, man? Why don't I set you up on an MLS search? That way, you can get ahead of everybody. That way, you can get these properties. You can see them before they go pending. You know what I mean? Have you run into that yet? You like a property, you go to look at it. And see
Yeah, I mean Zillow is a little bit slower when it comes to that. It's a little bit slower when it comes to that. Really, Chevy, the biggest thing is like we know what we like. We just got to get there, right? We got to get there, and I'm not carrying 2 mortgages. I'm just not doing that, putting myself in that position, even though I probably could make it work, just don't want to do that. So we just got a little bit of figuring out to do in the meantime.
So you got your property that you got to sell first.
Correct.
Dude, all right, I got you, man. I got you. Well, hey, our office is just right down in Hardin Valley. We do a ton of business over in Karnes. I mean, gosh, we've sold so many houses out there. It's crazy. Jake, why don't we do this, man? I mean, I understand your situation. I'm in a very similar situation myself. Why don't we meet up today around 4 or 5, whatever works best for you? I can show you exactly, what our company is doing to sell these houses and sell them fast and get you the most amount of equity. And also, I can pull up on the MLS. We can go over all the properties that are available, that meet your criteria. That way we can kind of go ahead and get you started as far as, what you want to, we have a game plan for selling your house, and we also have a game plan for you buying your house.
Right. What do you guys charge?
Well, here in the state of Tennessee, everything is negotiable.
Does that mean 10%?
10%?
Is that what that means?
I'll charge 10% if you want.
You might be selling my neighbor's house. Get me 10%.
Now, Jake, we'll go over all that. We've got several different programs. That's one of the great things about our company.
Really?
Is that we do. We've got several great programs that we'll go over whenever I meet you. So would today at 4 or 5 work best for you?
Well, I don't get off until about 4:30, so...
You want some time to get home and settle in?
Yeah, I need to grab me a beer.
What do you think about 6 then?
That could work.
6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, Jake, I'm going to send you over some company or some information on our company. Go ahead and do your due diligence if you've got time. Check it out. See what we're about, and then I'll see you at 6.
All right, man.
All right, great.
So that turned into asking the right questions. Turned that into not only a buying opportunity, but a list buy.
Right.
Right. So there's no way that Chevy would have known that if he didn't ask the right questions. He was digging deeper. So what the moral of the story is the only way to go out and get a solid appointment is asking motivating questions on why somebody's going out and doing the things that they are. Like, okay, hey, obviously if Jake has started the processes and he's already looked at houses around and he's went to a website, he's obviously got some type of motivation. He wouldn't just be wasting his time going out and doing so. So Chevy found not only the motivation, but related, he's going through the exact same thing. So now there's a commonality that's built between them. And he's like, hey, I'm in the same boat. I'm doing the same thing. So I can probably help you with that because I'm looking for those exact same criteria. Then he also went over, hey, I'm right down the road. So you built trust that way, being, hey, I'm a hop and a skip. We sell a lot of homes out in that area. So why don't you come out and link up with us so we can actually go out and help you out? So that was good. Find that commonality, making them trustworthy, and also working around his schedule. So that was good. So now we're going to go into an outbound. So those are appointments that are inbound. So a lead comes into our system, and we have an agent go out and reach out directly to them. Now Jake is going to do the opposite. He's going to go out and call a for sale by owner, expired, or something, an outbound cold prospect that's trying to sell their house.
Just gonna do like expired.
Sure, whatever you want.
Go to expired. Ring.
Hello,
Hey Jay.
this him?
Hey Jay. Hey man. I was calling about your house over here on Main Street. I'm sure you've got a couple calls about that this morning.
6 of them.
Wow. Is that still for sale?
It is.
I got you.
Yeah, buyer.
Possibly, man. Possibly. I saw where it popped off the market this morning, and I was curious on what the scenario was. We actually sold one over in the next subdivision. Did you guys ever get an offer when you were on the market?
Yeah, we had one offer that came in, but it was low, so
Just
didn't work
pan
out. Mm-mm.
I guess they wanted you to give the house away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I help you, man?
No, man, I just didn't know. I didn't know what scenario it was. It's a good looking home, and I saw you guys sat for a little bit longer than you typically see a house like that over there. How many showings did y'all have?
We had about 20.
Wow, 20. So you guys were leaving the house quite often, man. So I mean, out of 20 showings, one offer that didn't quite pan out. Where were you guys headed to if the place had sold?
We're moving to Charleston, South Carolina. My job's transferred me out there.
Really, man, I actually just got back from there a couple weeks ago. It's a nice place. We've been down there twice now and starting really to discover the city. So I know y'all listed a couple months back. When did you want to be out in Charleston?
Well, I'm going to be out there starting in the next 30 days. My job starts on May 1st, so I'm going to be heading out that way no matter what.
So you guys are just going to move regardless?
Well, I am. My wife and kids, they're going to stay. They're going to finish the school year out, and then they're gonna move down when the house sells.
Yeah. So preferably, sooner than later on the actual sale. I know school usually ends around May, and it takes about 30 days to close on a home. So for them to move at the end of May, it would have to be sooner than later. What was the feedback, man? Did your agent tell you why you guys wouldn't get an offer that made sense?
Man, I mean, we didn't get a whole lot of feedback. I mean, I think that our agent didn't push the property clearly because we only got one offer and it was low.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you could have done better?
Market the property.
Actually go to work for you?
Yeah.
That makes sense. And low communication never helps. Honestly, the reason why we're so good at closing deals is because we're really transparent and really quick to respond. As the owner of my business tells me all the time kills deals, and he's exactly right when it comes to that. I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, if a good brokerage could realistically help you guys sell the home to where it made sense to you guys and help, your family get down to Charleston right when school gets out, so you're not at a time where you're carrying two mortgages and waiting on them. I mean, would you guys be open to that at all?
Well, of course. I mean, we're going to go out and find another agent. We're going to be doing some interviewing on it. But what do you guys do differently than all the other ones?
Man, that's a good question. We have a really big online presence, and we're very aggressive. This stuff is something that would make more sense if I went over it in person. We're right down the road from you guys. I'm actually showing a property out that way today at 4 o'clock. I can pop by there right when I get done. 4:45 or around 5 o'clock. Would that work for you?
I've already got another appointment then.
Okay, I got you. When's your last appointment?
I've got 3 scheduled for today and 2 scheduled for tomorrow. My last one today, I think, is like 5 o'clock.
Well, cool deal, man. Well, I live in the same area as you, so we're, just a hop and a skip away. I wouldn't mind to pop out there today at 5:30 just to show you what we're doing. We do most of our business here in West Knoxville, and I can show you, a Rolodex of properties that we sold are comparable to yours. Some listed by other agents, some went by owner. We're the one that actually gets them to the closing table. So today, we said around 5:30. That'll work?
Man, we've already got a bunch scheduled, so I think, if we don't end up hiring somebody, from the people that we did some homework on it. I didn't see your name, so we did some homework, and we had a couple people refer us a couple people, so we're going to interview them first, and, if we don't like what we see there, then I've got your number, I'll give you a call.
Dude, I appreciate that. Sounds like you guys are just trying to make the right decision.
Exactly.
Kind of been burnt one time, and I'm sure that pissed you off. So just trying to make the right decision, man, which is smart. The sale of a property is typically the biggest purchase somebody makes, so you got to do it right. Man, since you're already meeting with those other agents, would 20 minutes be worth your time if we could truly show you a way to get your goal accomplished? And I can say that with all sincerity. We just sold a property right down the road over in Atlee Fields, if you know where that's at. Property was on the market for 6 months with another brokerage, got an offer that was $30,000 below what they listed at. And they told the people to kick bricks just like you did. We put the same property on the market, and within 2 months had them full price. Full price, and I told them the exact same thing. So, with 20 minutes of your time, if you're already meeting with other agents, be worth it. If you can really just get this thing wrapped up and get your family out to South Carolina.
Yeah, how about this? If I don't hire the guy, I'm already leaning toward this one guy.
Right.
And if we don't come to terms today, then I'll just reach back out to you.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. It's always good to be referred to somebody, have a little credibility there. But here's the thing, Jay. I'm not gonna waste your time, dude. I know you've seen the billboards that we have around town. We had one just off of Middlebrook there, and all up and down Kingston Pike. So we're spending a lot of money in advertisements, right? So we have to pay our monthly budget, which is a lot, whether we sell the house or not. So we don't list houses that we don't think we get to the closing table, right? So man, honestly, if I were to shoot you straight on what we were doing, what we can get out of the house, and show you a track record of being able to do so, I mean, would you have a problem with that? You know, if that would work for your family?
Well, no. I mean, look. I mean, I like your hustle. You know, I mean, I do. I mean, I've already pretty much committed to this guy, and I've got a couple interviews. So, you know, the other guys told me the same thing.
Sure.
And you know, like I said, dude, if I don't hire one of them, I'll give you a buzz.
Absolutely, man. And I appreciate you keeping me in the loop on that. I mean, what's the most important to you, Jay? I mean, you know, hiring somebody that you may know of, or actually selling the place and putting your family in the best position?
Well, I mean, obviously selling the place.
Exactly, man. So why don't we do this, man? I can pop by there this evening around 5:30. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. And, man, if it doesn't make sense to you, I won't waste a more second of your time. But if I can show you a way, just like we showed the other over 160 families last year how to sell their home for top dollar, I mean, I'm sure you and your family would be okay with that, right?
Well, of course.
Fair enough. I'll see you at 5:30, okay?
Oh, gosh. So that's exactly what I was going to get into. Like, look, at the end of the day, what's the most important thing for you? You know, interviewing a bunch of agents or getting to the finish table.
Right.
Right? So, clearly, obviously, the most important thing is selling. Like, dude, you've already made one mistake, right? So, one thing that you could have asked in that scenario is like, well, where'd you find your last agent?
Yeah.
You know, and that would have, if they said, oh, well, we knew him, great. So, you already knew one guy, and now you've got heard of another guy. At the end of the day, you want somebody that's going to be aggressive, make sure that you don't make the same mistake, right?
That's a good question. I didn't think
Right?
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, man, I literally have sold millions of dollars worth of real estate right around you, and I can show you a track record of all of those. I mean, if I sit down with you 20 minutes and actually show you a game plan that would actually make sure that you got to, you know, South Carolina, that your wife and kids, so bring it back, make it personal to them. Make sure that your wife and kids aren't in a completely different state. You know what I mean? So you're telling me that you're going to be in South Carolina, your kids are going to be in Knoxville during Memorial Day, all these events. You're going to be in a whole other state whenever they have their graduation. Come on, man. I mean, your most important thing, from what you've told me, is you want your family to be in South Carolina, and you want to make sure that you protect your equity. Why don't we do this, dude? Let's link up today at 5:30. I'll be out of there by 6. If you don't like what you see, dude, I'll shake your hand and move on about my business. And would you say the exact same stuff, but bringing back that emotional tie and asking where the other agent came from?
That's a good question. I don't know why I need to practice doing that, because that's a question like I don't find myself asking a lot. And when I hear somebody ask, I'm like, dang, that's a good question to ask.
That's a good question. Well, all we're trying to do, so like in that one, like I was pretty much shut the door, but like you're like, okay, hey, I'm gonna be there anyways, which that's as aggressive as it gets.
Right.
Right. So and I probably still would have let you in the door in that, but going that one question deeper, and also finding out, tying it back to an emotional tie. Because no matter if it's a buyer or a seller, there's an emotional tie no matter what we do. Wouldn't you agree?
Motivation sells.
Motivation, and so do stories. You know, you bring in that story related, but like, look, dude, the last time, so how many times have we had that conversation where they didn't hire us and it expires again? Like, dude, let me ask you this, Jay or Jake. What happens in the scenario that this guy that you're so confident in doesn't get your house sold, and then you wait until July, August, and it expires again, and now you missed out on the entire peak season? You don't think 20 minutes of your time versus somebody that sold millions of dollars, sold over 400 homes in the last 3.5 years, you don't think that it'd be worth it to sit down with them for 20 minutes? Like, dude,
what you doing?
You and your family deserve to at least have the option to make sure that you guys pick the right company to make sure that you get the best results, period. And when you put it like that, like, man, you deserve to know. Like,
you'd be honestly dumb to say no.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Yeah, exactly. Like, man, look, y'all deserve.
When you put them in, when you can pitch in a position where somebody would feel dumb to say no, and you're like, hey, I'll be by there at 5:30, okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
And if you like what you see, great, man, hire me. If
Yeah.
not, dude, I'm not gonna. I mean, here's the deal. I want to sell a house, not waste time.
The thing about it is you're really not blowing smoke to them, though. You're
No.
just not. You're being real, and
Well,
that's the
that's
biggest
the difference. Whenever a lot of people lie to get into an appointment. If you're honest with them and you're transparent and you're bold with them, then they're like, well, I mean, okay. I mean, I'd be dumb not to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you'll have any questions, let me know. See ya.